The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it with Williams. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 42-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to look deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Accelerating, and off he goes. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards on the ground. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love it.
Made me stand up on that run, because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Coleman on the toss. Ooh, the juke. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Check 26, check 26.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
14, 49ers 3.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Mike, watch the out, watch the out.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big, they've got to hold up.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. On first down, Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Deuce.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
22 jet bomber.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Hey, gun.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Williams. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Hey, alert! Left hand!
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
White.
53's Mike. Check.
Move. Hey, gun.
Let's get off the field, D.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Strip that ball. Mike 5-4.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Yellow. 180. 54. Mike, 54.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now this throw caught left side. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Coleman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 3, man.
They will run again with Coleman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Check 56. Watch the
I got this.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
Now Mostert. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Light. He's coming. Greystone, grab it. He's coming, double up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Mostert. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for KC. 55 yards. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They give to Williams running right, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A 22-yard attempt.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
From the 29, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Frank Clark in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
21. I got this. Check. 21.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The busy night continues for Williams. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
All day, just like that.
65, 65.
Garoppolo to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night
off my game,
from
bitch.
Silicon Valley.
Little lousy motherfucker. Can't fuck with me, boy.
Buddy, give me his ass whooped again. Getting his ass whooped again. Off my game, bitch. Little lousy. What in the name of Medea goes to Wakanda is going on here? Why did Chadwick Boseman trade his rat-tat-tat-tat? He looked like every waiter in Atlanta that walk up on you and be like, what kind of drink y'all say I wanted again? If Come and See Me for Once was a person. Man, y'all got Chadwick Boseman out here looking like Ari Lennox's assistant. Ashtray, bitch. Tyler Perry in it. Look like Summer Walker's ghostwriter. He look like the hood foghorn leghorn. I say y'all. Want some Popeyes? Chadwick Boseman looks like if a bitch could never was a person.